that we're going to look at is data engineer. Right? So what does a data engineer do? For the data engineer, the questions that keep him awake in the middle of the night are these: how can I clean this data real time? How do I build a data engineering pipeline that can handle 10,000 requests per minute? Right? I have 50,000 connections being made to my website or made to my mobile app every minute. How do I handle so much volume? Right? Particularly in banking domain, right, or e-commerce domain. You are dealing with this data engineering for even Netflix for that matter. Right? How do I stream movies that are played by multiple people at the same interval, same time? How do I make sure that I'm not spending a lot of time buffering? Right? A 50 GB data set won't fit in your computer RAM. Right? So how will you break it up? These are the kind of problems that you as a data engineer, right, want to solve. Do any of you guys do something similar? Any of you guys deal with this kind of problems? Data engineering problems? The whole problem is with cleaning the data, collecting the data. Right? Raja is here. Right? So 40%, exactly, crawling, as Sanjay rightly said. Right? So these are the requirements for a data engineer. Right? This is one role. Another role, which is equally popular, is the role of a data analyst. Now, what does a data analyst do? Like the name suggests, analyst, right? He is more oriented towards the statistics side of things than the data side of things. Right? Think of this as a business analyst. Anybody who's a business analyst in the group? As a business analyst, what do? You collect requirements. You understand from the customers, right? What the use cases are, such as here, right? So you understand and you try to crunch models, statistical models, to answer questions. What is driving our user growth numbers? Right? How can I tell the management that their recent advertising campaign is an utter flop campaign? Right? As Anuj, you can relate to this. Right? Here, the focus is not on building complex machine learning models. The focus here is on the data engineering team will give you the data. Right? And you need to apply statistical concepts and then figure out which of these concepts, right, solve this question. Data exploration is what you'll be focusing on. Right? You need to have a good storytelling capability, and you need, if you can understand basics of Python and SQL, that is good enough. Right? And this is important. Data analyst role is actually the bridge between the data engineering team and the data scientist team. Now comes the hero of the game. Right? Hero of the game is data scientist. This is the role that you keep hearing, isn't it? Everywhere, data scientist, data scientist. Everybody wants to be data scientist. And the name also looks cool, isn't it? From our childhood, our parents would have wanted us to become scientists, rocket scientists, others. Somehow, eventually, we decided to become software engineers. Now there is an opportunity to become a scientist. That way, data scientist. Sounds pretty cool, right? So what does a data scientist do? This guy does a bit of everything. He focuses on the data aspect of it, right? He sets up that machine learning pipeline. In the company, data scientist is the guy, right, who will be looking at telling the data engineering team what kind of data should be collected. Tell the data analyst what kind of business questions should be solved. Right? And then he himself will get his hands dirty and set up that end-to-end pipeline. Right? And then visualizing the output, the results, tweaking the algorithms, improving the machine learning models. Right? And then he also coordinates with the machine learning engineer who comes later. Right? That's the reason why data scientist is actually pretty highly paid. Right? Because he does a part of everybody else's job. Right? So the ideal skill set, career transition would be for those people who think of data scientist as this guy, a software engineer who knows more about statistics than any software engineer out there. Right? And also he's a statistician who knows more about software than any other statistician. Let me repeat that. A data scientist is a software engineer, right, who knows more about statistics than any software engineer. Right? He's also a statistician who knows more about software than any other statistician, right? Basically, the idea is you guys might have heard about this master of one, jack of all trades, master of none. You guys might have heard about that, right? That is 2010, 2015 saying. In 2020, 21, you should be a jack, right? Nobody cares about the master. You just say that, okay, I'm a COBOL expert. COBOL doesn't exist, at least in majority. The opportunities are pretty rare. There's still some companies using it, but very rare. Right? So if you guys had just focused on one programming language, married with just one programming language for your entire career, one technology, the chances of us becoming extinct are really high. Right? That's the reason why data scientist role is such huge, so is in so huge demand. Right? You need to understand the basics of programming and statistics to master this. Okay. Now comes the final role, machine learning engineer. Right? This guy is the person who operationalizes the whole analysis. Right? You guys we were discussing the credit card application, right? So the credit card application, what was the idea? You built the credit card predictor. Now, how do you make it available to the other person? Do you deploy it in Google Cloud? Do you deploy it in Amazon Web Services? Or do you build your own server? Right? How do I make sure that I integrate that with Siri in your iPhone or Google, right? In your Google Android assistants, right? How do I integrate this with Alexa? Right? Those are the kind of challenges that keep him awake. How can I reduce the prediction time? How can I make sure that when a person logs into his LinkedIn profile, the recommendations that he sees are up to date, real time? Right? This is the guy who actually plays the role of a DevOps. So people from DevOps background, right, who work in operationalizing this whole end-to-end website development, enterprise application development, right? Security, providing security, making sure that the log is used, right? Monitoring the model, making sure that model is constantly performing better. That's exactly what a machine learning engineer is. For Rakesh, yeah, exactly, right? For people from that background, this is highly oriented towards software engineers. Here, in the case of machine learning engineer, you need to just understand the basics of machine learning. For a data scientist, you need to have the depth of understanding of machine learning algorithms. To become a machine learning engineer, you just need to know the basics of all the machine learning algorithms, right? You are not worried about the mathematics of algorithms. You're more worried about which algorithm is fast, which algorithm is reliable, which algorithm is scalable. Those are the kind of challenges that you have. Right? Now you can see, even Satya was mentioning, right? So some of, as you can see, right, once you go to a buffet, you need to be clear about what kind of items you want to have. Do I want to focus on the desserts? Do you want to focus on biryani? Do you want to focus on tiffins? You can't just go and eat everything and anything that comes to your mind. Right? So that's exactly where this discussion comes in. Right? This is a skill set mapping, as you can see. Right? So as you can see, for a data analyst, right, statistics plays a huge role. Right? For a data scientist, right, software, having some basic understanding software engineering is important. Linear algebra is important. Right? So this is how you can map it out to your roles. Right? Now comes those people who do not fit into any of these roles. These are called data science leaders. By leaders, what we mean is these people come with a lot of experience. How many of you guys are here with more than 10 years of work experience, 10, 12 years of work experience, and who do not code?
I think there was around 30% based on the poll in the start. Yeah.
Right. That is high, huge, significant number. Right, because and that is true even in the job market that I see, majority of the people with a lot of work experience, right? You can't ask them to go back to coding and try to code, become a data scientist, right? Write Python programs, write Python models and everything. That's where data science leader positions come into picture. Here, you are expected, right, to set up not only the data science pipeline, right, but the entire data science culture in our organization, right? If you look at it, this is where you are supposed to have a 10,000 feet view